9:30 on the Saturday night, and we're enjoying some wild card football between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Jeez,
Are we
did
enjoying
we
it?
expect? Did we expect that this was going to go any differently than it has? 21-0 at halftime, and oh, look at that! Pittsburgh just looks like dog water.
Letting Russ cook. Congealed lima bean olive hot dog soup. Gross.
Oh, he's only thrown 2 incomplete passes. Come on now,
He sucks.
for 44 yards.
He sucks something awful. And I'm pretty sure they couldn't stop Derrick Henry with shotguns. I might have played him in the Battle for the Belt playoff spectacular.
No, good for you. Did you also play the Houston Texans defense?
I did not, but I did play
You should
Isaiah
have.
Likely, which is going nicely.
Very nice, very nice. Welcome everybody into the broadcast here, as we're just going to be hanging out watching the second half of the Steelers and the Ravens. The second half of the Chargers and the Houston Texans did not go the Chargers' way.
Yeah, their offense sucks. Something awful.
Four
And I think we
interceptions.
should have seen that. You know, you shop for your receivers at Dollar General. Yeah, eventually it's going to bust your ass.
No doubt. When it's just the Lad McConkey show, it's got a tendency to go the wrong way.
Yeah, it was.
Of course,
that was brutally awful.
Of course, there's also that little problem of Justin Herbert is probably the most overconfident quarterback in the NFL, and does believe that he can make every throw on every sideline, regardless of how many defenders are in front of him.
Did you see the stat about every pass catcher for the Los Angeles Chargers not named Lad McConkey?
No.
McConkey had 9 catches for 197 yards and a touchdown. The rest of the Chargers combined for 5 catches for 45 yards.
That makes sense. That's what my eyeballs were seeing.
And Derrick Henry falls forward for 10 yards. He may wind up with 300 yards in this game. This is brutal. I mean, TJ Watt can't do shit, and now he's hurt.
His elbow's hurt.
Yeah, his pride's hurt.
Well, you are getting it handed to you on national streaming TV.
Oh, so. For sure, without a spoon or anything. This is just forcible anal feeding. They're checking your temperature the baby way.
The baby way. Well, what's wrong with Cameron Hayward?
He got hurt at the end of the second quarter.
Okay. He's making his triumphant return so he can continue to lose with his teammates.
Best offensive players on this field. How many deep do you have to go with no Zay Flowers before you get to a Pittsburgh Steeler?
Well, there's Lamar Jackson. There's Derrick Henry. There's Justice Hill. There's
Isaiah Likely.
Mark
Andrews.
Rashad
Bateman. I still can't put a Steeler ahead of any of these guys.
I don't know. Rosengarten. He's probably up there above a Steeler.
Hey, they got to stop. Let's go. Pittsburgh Steeler football. I would go for this, and I wouldn't even think about it. And, of course, John Harbaugh doing the smart thing here. He's going to punt.
Well, you're at midfield. You don't want to give him a short field.
I wouldn't care if I gave him the ball on the fucking 5-yard line. I still don't think they could score. They had 60 yards of offense in the first half. I don't care.
Nice.
Is Jordan Stout Jordan Stout
have.
Protecting his invisible dog here? What the fuck is he doing with his hand? Doop.
Not real sure what that was.
Oh, and it checks up at the 2.
Ho, ho,
Yeah,
ho.
sometimes it's
That's
just not your night. And tonight, it is just not your night.
Wow. That was a beaut, Clark.
I do love that Calvin Austin's sitting there like, I'm going to fool them. Nope. They're just standing behind you waiting on the punt to land. Dumbass.
Hell, I was watching him.
Oh, God, this has been too horrifically awful. I can't wait for the chance to start of the Steelers and the Chargers didn't belong in the playoffs.
Oh, yeah. Let's go. We couldn't get enough of that during the college football
For
playoffs.
sure.
Let's start having that discussion now. It should have been the Miami Dolphins.
It should have been the South Carolina Gamecocks. We should have let them in.
We'd play Bamer ball against the Houston Texans. Let's do it. Kyle Kennard's going to get his shot.
Ugh. Two games into the playoffs and combined home teams have won 53-12. And yes, I'm already putting this I'm already putting this victory in the Ravens column because I don't think there's a damn thing that could happen that will ultimately lead to Pittsburgh winning this game, including but not limited to Baltimore goes home.
It's pretty much over. Did you see the Falcons fired Jimmy Lake?
I did. My question is, why did it take you a week? Can't quite wrap my brain around why that wasn't an insta-fire.
I'm just kind of catching up on my headlines here. Alex Orgy's going to UNLV. I wonder if he's getting $4 million a year, too.
I wonder if he'll throw more than 8 passes at UNLV.
$4 million a year. That seems to be the going rate for a college quarterback these days.
Well, Alex Orgy doesn't come with a little dime with a twin, so. I will say we hate on Carson Beck, but I think we hate him because we ate him.
Oh, there's surely some jealousy there.
Oh, I mean, he's making $4 million a year. He looks like he has some kind of awful disease that has not been named yet with his face that like Jerry Lewis would be doing a telethon for, and he's still smashing out a hot twin. Like, oh God, don't let it be 23-0.
At
Yikes.
ESPN Draft Nerd.
What? I mean, what did I say? What did I say incorrect?
He has some kind of disease.
Well, I mean, his face looks like it's in the wrong order. His face does not follow the order of operations. I've been drinking tequila to make this game interesting, so there's no telling what I'm going to say.
Oh, wow. Here we go.
Oh,
so
boy.
I
That was cute.
I haven't had alcohol yet. I should catch up.
Gambit fan said the wrong order. Yeah, it's like most people go forehead, eyebrows, eyes, nose, upper lip, mouth, chin. And Carson Beck goes like eye, forehead, other eye, eyebrow, mouth, upper lip, somehow underneath the mouth. He looks like a Picasso painting. If
He
Picasso sucked.
No, since we're talking art, I've always thought he looks more like that Scream painting.
I think he looks like Timmy.
The one with the little the little guy on the bridge. The Scream painting.
Oh God Almighty! I think there was a hold in the end zone that they got away with. Calvin Austin's like, I might not have fooled him on that punt, but by God, I caught that. Got my fucking brains knocked out. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but Broderick Jones gets by with a hold right here. Yeah, well, you can't say it.
Can't see it.
Michael
Gosh, for
Meadows,
holding on to that though. I mean, Austin took a hell of a
he
shot
did.
on that.
He did.
Whew.
Oh, there we go. Let's get back to that swing pass game. That'll
Screen game.
really
Yeah,
that swing pass. They're not expecting that.
that's your future head coach right there.
I'll burn it all. Tank, I'll set it all on fire. I told Amy that before I came in here to do this. She said our offense sucks, and I went, yeah, and we're interviewing your offensive coordinator to be our head coach. Figure that shit out.
Yeah.
That'd be like taking
Gross.
that would be like taking defensive driving classes from Caitlyn Jenner. I don't
know why.
I don't think that's who you should have teaching you that.
I wish we did every game in Prime Vision with Next Gen Stats.
Oh yeah, it's very good.
I love the Next Gen Stats feed.
Michael Meadows asked, is Pittsburgh's offense this bad because of Arthur Smith, Russell Wilson, or both? I will go it's both for the square. Because they both suck something awful. Oh, shit, Mike Williams. Mike Williams, let him cook, baby. Let him cook. Oh. I think Baltimore thought this game was over, too. Did you procure yourself an alcoholic beverage there, Mr. Spencer?
Yes. Cheers.
What you got there?
Oh, that's like a that was rum and whatever this is, tropical punch, sparkling water.
Tropical punch sparkling water. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going tequila and pomegranate juice.
Interesting. Okay. Pomegranate juice. And I don't know if that was a household.
Do I know?
I said a pomegranate juice. Is that a staple around the Green household?
We have a lot of juice. I'm very pro juice tank.
I've never been a fan of.
I don't mind. I prefer pomegranate to cranberry.
Oh, I'm definitely a cranberry guy.
Of course you are. It probably lightens the weight of your period.
It does. It does.
It really helps. It helps. God, you beat me to it.
Especially on the heavy flow days.
Yes. Yeah, I'm not a big cranberry guy.
I think we should bring that back. I think I should create a new promo for us that uses radio for your heavy flow days.
Did we do that?
I did that I did that for a radio show I was on in college.
Oh.
Radio for those.
Let him cook,
days.
baby. Rusty.
Got him.
Rusty Lipizaner Shackelford Wilson the third to Van Jefferson.
That was a good play, though.
That was the worst defensive drive of the season for the Baltimore Ravens.
Well, I mean, they've done that quite a bit this year, I feel like. Remember, they are that team that has given up many leads in the second half to make games more interesting than they should be, or to outright lose them.
You're not wrong. And now, Pittsburgh Steelers fans.
I'm going to come.
There you go.
They have hope.
I hate that you can't hear the soundboard awesomeness that I sit over here and screw with.
I'm sure it's brilliant.
It is. It is. I've actually been building out the box that sits right in front of me that I move all the scenes with to have its own set of sound bites that I can play here from Mullet Manor. Since basically I'm going to be here until I get back from the Super Bowl. So we will be coming back from the Super Bowl. I have to go to the Senior Bowl the week before. So I'm not going to see my house for like 2.5 weeks, and
It's gonna be a while.
I'm going to bask in its glory until I have to leave. Oh, I guess I have to change the score bug, don't I?
Yes. Just a second.
If Pittsburgh comes back to make this a game, my wife's going to make me sleep in the office. Oh, we have our first super chat of this stream.
I'm going to come.
It's from Colin. Chargers suck. Odds on Chiefs Texans. I'll take the Chiefs. I'm not overly impressed by anything I saw with the Texans. I was just really disappointed in the Chargers. I actually commented that long before that game was even over. I don't think either one of these teams have shit for Kansas City. So it feels to me like we're on a collision course for Baltimore Buffalo next week for the chance to play Kansas City in the AFC Championship game. Once Tank gets his IT professional headset back on, I'll see if he agrees with that.
I do agree with that.
He uses that for moonlighting with his night job as Dale from Best Buy customer support.
They make me do an accent for that. Actually, I can't share it with you though because it's wildly racist.
I was about to say, I would really appreciate it if you didn't. Yeah, I see no path that Kansas City's not scared of anybody they've seen, except first half Baltimore. And now my question is, how many times in a row are they getting ready to run Derrick Henry? Because I feel like it's a lot.
It is a lot.
He has 16.
I don't know. I mean,
on 16 carries, he has 111 yards.
Right. I mean, second half Houston Texans was nothing to sneeze at.
You got a quarterback that just keeps throwing you the ball. I wasn't impressed by shit Houston did. Frankly, the fact they didn't beat them by 50 is because of how insanely stupid the Houston Texans actually are. Just constantly with dumb penalties. After the whistle, it's Houston Texan football. They're insanely undisciplined, and yeah, I wasn't impressed. As Sir Jimothy said, yeah, Houston caught passes thrown right to them particularly well. Ooh.
Mm-mm.
Oh, I hate to say this early, but this would be a playoff collapse that I don't ever want to hear Lamar Jackson's name mentioned in an MVP discussion ever again.
Right.
You got your 2 and you're done for life. Oh. I don't quite know what the hell that was. There you go. Get him out of the pocket. Doop. Hey, you remember that thing you asked me about? Was I worried about Zay Flowers not being here?
Yeah.
Yeah. You remember how I kind of laughed?
Yeah.
Do you see why now?
What? Because it doesn't matter.
Because it doesn't matter. Tylan Wallace just ripped off a 21-yarder on 2nd and 20. I mean, and literally nobody's out there. They left him
nobody's
completely by his lonesome. But I don't know where this ball goes. Oh, maybe not. Steven Sims.
Well, Stevie Sims out there making plays. Is that Stephen A. Sims? Stephen F. Sims.
He strikes me as a Stephen F. Sims. Have you seen Dave Portnoy's weekend touchdown parlay?
No.
Derrick Henry. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Motherfucker's as big as your defensive tackles and just ran away from all 11 of your defenders. Like, we'll see yous.
It's hard to defend a refrigerator that runs at 25 miles an hour.
Bye. Bye. I mean, this is just literally an inside zone. My wife just showed up at the door and just started shaking her fucking head like, what the hell was that?
She's like, what are we doing?
She's like, what are we doing right now? Exactly. Hey, this is a good time for you to break out my favorite line. This game is not that hard. You want a shot? Yes. Everybody needs an Amy. Like, I mean, I don't know how I got so lucky to have one, but watching her team play football and she's bringing me a shot. Like, let's go.
Yes.
Anyway, where I was headed, Portnoy's wild touchdown weekend parlay. It was Terry McLaurin, Mike Evans, Cortland Sutton, all to score anytime touchdowns. Then he had two today, Ladd McConkey and Rashad Bateman.
Okay.
Already hit both those. So
he's on track.
And
I like his chances.
It pays at plus 66.70.
Nice. The weakest part of that may be the Mike Evans, though. Mike Evans doesn't have a good track record against Marshawn Lattimore. I don't give a fuck what uniform he's wearing.
He doesn't, but I almost feel like Mike Evans is out to prove a point to get. I mean, he may have 4 catches for 17 yards and a touchdown, but I don't hate him to get in the end zone.
Well, I mean, he can get into the end zone. I remember one game he played against Marshawn Lattimore. He had 2 catches for 12 yards and 2 touchdowns.
For some reason in my head, that was 2 catches, 5 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Because I swear, I think I remember a game like that.
It was something like that. It was. He only caught two balls in the red zone. That was it. The rest of the day, he was fighting Marshawn like he does every other time. Let's see if I can find that.
I'm looking for it right now.
Oh, are you? Okay.
Yeah.
I want to say it was 3 years ago. That would have been like 20. Actually, it might have been the Super Bowl year with Brady.
So Mike Evans has
2020.
Never. So I think we have been full Mandela affected here.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Evans has never had a 2 touchdown game against the Saints.
Really?
Really. I'm looking at every game he's ever played. He only has 5 touchdowns career in 21 games against the Saints.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Marshawn's been there most of the time.
I know he had a game like that. I just can't remember now who it was against. I swear I thought it was New Orleans.
I thought it was too.
I'm going to find it. Have no fear. I'm going to keep drinking tequila until this game gets interesting.
Well.
Which means I may die. I also had a giant bowl of chili.
For a second. It got semi-interesting for a second, then Derrick Henry went, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, we're better than you are.
Oh, yeah. Y'all suck. I don't know if you know this or not. Y'all are bad at football.
Y'all are not very good.
I'm dedicated. I'm going to find this game.
He had, all right, Super Bowl year 2020 against the Kansas City Chiefs.
There it is. The one I was thinking of. He had 4 targets, 2 receptions, 2 yards, 2 touchdowns.
2 touchdowns.
That's the
game. He had another one. He had another one against the
Chiefs. 9 targets,
Chiefs.
3 receptions, 50 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Denver game is the one I was thinking. They beat him 28-10. He had 2 catches for 2 yards and 2 touchdowns.
There you go. Played the Saints 2 weeks later, had one catch for 2 yards and a touchdown.
And Rob Johnson had it in the YouTube chat before we even got to it. It was
Oh,
2020.
did he?
He said, I remember
Yeah,
that game. It was 2020.
good for you, Rob. But yeah, he had 3 games that season that were like that.
Hey, and Michael Meadows, he's exactly right. Pittsburgh has got the answer.
Swing pass.
They'll never see it coming.
Mm-mm.
This is a challenge of some form. I saw the sideline official.
Oh, what is Justin Fields doing?
Hopefully playing quarterback. Oh, it was the clock or something.
Mike Evans will or will not be Hall of Famer first ballot. Will not. He will not be a first ballot Hall of Famer.
I don't know about that.
He will be. He's a no doubt Hall of Famer, but I don't think he's first ballot.
I don't know.
Really, I mean, he'd get my vote, but I don't. I don't have faith that he would be a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Let's
It also
see.
depends on who's in that class and who's waiting.
Do you know how many receivers have been elected to the Pro Football Hall of Fame on the first ballot?
Let's say it's a good handful. 7, 8.
It is 8. How many can
Yeah.
you name?
Oh Lord. Well, there was Jerry and
Jerry is correct.
Randy.
Randy is also correct.
Was Larry? Larry was first, wasn't he?
Larry hasn't come up yet.
Oh, I thought he did. I thought he came up.
Nope.
No. Okay.
He will be. As a matter of fact, he will be 8. I actually had already penciled him in. It's 7.
Okay, so it's only 7.
I had
All right,
penciled him in.
Larry will be next.
There's only 7. It's Raymond Berry, Lance Allworth, Paul Warfield, Steve Largent, Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, Calvin Johnson.
Calvin Johnson. I knew that one.
That's the only 7 that have ever done it. And Larry Fitzgerald will.
Yeah. I mean, Mike could. It depended on who else is up against him. Of course, we don't know how many 1,000-yard seasons he's going to have. He's got 11 now. Next year, he passes Jerry.
Yeah, he has a lot of records and shit like that make me think he's got a chance.
Yeah. I'll never forget the day we drafted him. And I went, this is going to be a love of my life. 6'5", hands like a fucking vacuum cleaner.
God, I remember thinking that same thing when the Jets drafted Stephen Hill.
Oh, you poor bastard.
Oh, I did. I loved Stephen Hill. I thought he was going to be like, I thought he was going to be our version of Calvin Johnson. And good God, was I wrong.
He weren't.
That son of a bitch couldn't catch syphilis in a whorehouse. Gambit Van said hands like a vacuum cleaner, pause tank. I caught that myself.
What was it?
She said he had hands like a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah.
We have another super chat.
I'm going to come.
It's from Colin. Who do you have between the Ravens and the Bills? That's a good question. I'll let Tank address that one first.
Man. I mean, my knee-jerk reaction is the Bills, but it's so close between the two.
The Bills is my answer.
I mean, because
it's in Buffalo.
It's in Buffalo.
Well, it would be in Buffalo.
Right.
Sir Jimothy said
I mean, I don't think you're really stopping each other much.
No, I'd take the over in that game, but uh-oh. It's a fumble!
White ball.
No, it's a brown ball, because that's what footballs are. They're made of hide, and they're brown.
That white guy just jumped on it.
Gambit fan said Sir Jimothy, excuse me, said not realizing the Diddy moment is why everyone thinks Tank is older than he is. Yep. He's not wrong.
Excuse me?
That you don't understand, it's weird that you said he has hands like vacuum cleaners. He called it a Diddy moment. Oh my God. Oh my good Jiminy Jesus. How did George Pickens not just get decapitated? Because Russell Wilson threw the definition of a hospital ball. And who the hell was that just woofed?
That was Kyle Hamilton, wasn't it?
No, I think it might have been Kyle. No, Kyle's on the other side. Kyle's on the other side.
Okay. Who's two?
Who is that?
Was it Arthur Mole?
It was Ardarius Washington.
It
was Ardarius Washington. I mean, he just woofed. Holy shit. That would be like the little kid that wears the big ass Coke bottle glasses that swings in T-ball, and he swings so hard that the bat lands on third base. The ball stays on the tee, but this is a hospital ball. Good God. What a terrible tackle by Ardarius Washington. That's okay. I have a feeling I know what's coming on the ensuing drive.
King Henry. Colin with a super chat.
That would be my plan.
I'm gonna come.
Go ahead.
Colin's got a super chat. You want to play your?
I did.
Sound? No. He says, "Remember, Derrick Henry has the Bills' number." Yes. Yes, we do know that. I mean, he has pretty much everybody's number, and he's the one thing that I look at and go, hey, he could tip the scales in a game against the Buffalo Bills.
I mean, does he really have the Bills' number? Because I'm looking at his game logs. He's had 100 yards twice in 6 games. He did have 2 huge ones, including earlier this year.
I was saying, how many touchdowns does he have?
8 in 6 games, and 5 of them are in 2. Yeah, I mean, he's got 11 carries, 56 yards, 20 carries, 78 yards, 19 carries, 57 yards, 13 carries, 25 yards, and then he has the 2 gigantic ones. The only thing is that we remember one of them because it was on Monday Night Football, and we remember the other one because it was earlier this year.
Yep.
But he did have a huge game against them earlier this year. Oh, shit. You forgot to tell me to change the score bug. We've had 2 damn scores.
Oh, Jesus. Come on, man. It's 28-14. Got to keep up.
You want to trade? I'll send this over to you, and you can update it.
Okay.
I would be reasonably shocked if you even knew how to open this. Send you the link. Just click on it. Do it. Okay. Do it.
Where's it at?
I didn't actually send it to you.
I thought you did. I was looking for it. I was like, where?
You couldn't. I mean, you could if I walked you through it, but it's just easier for me to do it myself.
I'm not going to let you mess with it till you figure it out.
Good God. 134 yards after contact. Good Lord have mercy. I wonder if somebody in the Battle for the Belt contest has Derrick Henry and Ladd McConkey. If they do, that feller's well on their way to winning this thing. Wow, shockingly few people had Derrick Henry in this. Armchair Commentary had him. Michael Meadows had Ladd McConkey. He's also got Isaiah Likely. Ronnie George has Derrick Henry. I have Derrick Henry. God, Jeffrey Meadows had the Texans defense. Haley had the Texans defense. Haley Hurd. And Stephen Tao had Joe Mixon, who was pretty solid as well. He unfortunately also had Quentin Johnston, which was not great. And by not great, I mean he had as many points as I did. This is feeling like one of those games that Baltimore lets Pittsburgh hang around for absolutely no reason whatsoever.
Yes, they've already done it.
Well, they're not really hanging around right now. You'd have to stop them once before I say that you're actually hanging around.
It's a good play by Elliott.
He's been probably the best defender for Pittsburgh tonight.
All right, there you go. Big third down.
We should have more games on Prime because you and I are at exactly the same time. Watch Likely right here coming out of that inside slot.
Mm-hmm.
Got him. Oh, he missed it. God, that's the worst throw Lamar's had this entire game. I mean, he had him easy.
Well, there's your stop.
Yeah.
There's your stop. Now it's Pittsburgh's chance to make this a ball game again.
I don't know what the hell that throw was. Lamar Jackson doing Lamar Jackson-y things.
Right. It's just.
Oh, dirty player. Don't kick the kicker. Don't kick the kicker.
Who kicked the kicker?
Went full Urban Meyer and kicked the kicker. DeMonte KZ. Yeah, it's 4th and 5. I'll do it again.
Colin says he's going to die if the Steelers win. Don't do that,
Don't
Colin.
die.
We like you too much.
For sure.
Don't die. Die laughing. you could die laughing if the Steelers win this game. Russ is 7 of 10 for 163 yards and 2 touchdowns in the second half.
Oh, this feels like where Rusty Shackelford does that thing he does and throws a really ill-timed interception.
Ugh, no. We'll just back him up with a penalty here. Isaac Suamalo.
Suamalo's like, you got to snap the ball, stupid.
It's like, come on, man. Lean the way I lean. Fighting for them extra yards. Darnell Washington out there. Let's go.
He caught one earlier.
Did he? Can't catch that one.
Michael Meadows asked, rest of game, does Russ do Russ things or does Lamar do Lamar things? Alex Majabi, T's and P's. A diehard Charger fan. I feel your pain, brother. Been there. It's it's tough for it to end that way.
Yeah. I mean, it's sad that it ended the way it did. But did you have an expectation of a better season than this?
Oh, no. He even said that.
I don't think
he said I didn't have high hopes for him this year, and they still found a way to hurt me.
Okay. Oh, well, yeah, there is that. That's what I'm saying. Just be sad about the way the season ended, but damn, that was a good first year.
That's better than I thought it would be, for sure. Baltimore's defense is just not particularly good. Uh-oh. How does Baltimore have this many players and not really have a corner that you're afraid of other than Marlon Humphrey? Oh, I know, because they drafted Andrew Wiggins. Or Nate Wiggins, I mean. Andrew Wiggins plays basketball. If you drafted him, you'd be surely disappointed.
That dude needs cheeseburgers.
Nate Wiggins?
No. Andrew Wiggins.
Andrew Wiggins does not need cheeseburgers, but Nate Wiggins does.
No, I was going to say if he played football, he would. Because he just a winner fella. Andrew Wiggins? He wasn't a big guy, was he?
No, but he's gotten a little thicker. He's gotten a little thicker with age.
Has he?
Let's see.
Is he still playing?
He's still with the Warriors.
Golden State.
6'7", 210.
Okay, his height makes him look skinnier than he weighs. He's no Anthony Bennett, that's for sure.
Oh God, I was super wrong about him. That was the year I stopped doing the NBA draft. Like, nope.
I thought he was gonna be great. I thought he was
gonna be Larry
Johnson. Yeah, he's the next Larry Johnson, man. That guy was gonna be awesome. And
Turd.
guess what? Fat guys don't work in the NBA.
Here we go.
Unless your name's Zion Williamson.
Sit down. Hey Russ.
No!
How long did you think you had to throw that ball? Like 14 seconds? That's the one thing I've never understood about Russell Wilson is how is a guy that's been in this league this long have this shitty of an internal clock? Like 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000. Throw the damn ball. I get it. You're running around.
I was going to say it's hard to throw the ball when your back's to the fucking line.
Set your fucking feet and throw the damn ball.
Now, I would love to throw this and get rid of it, but the problem is my throwing arm's facing the other fucking way.
Yeah, the problem is that I'm running for my effing life. Alex Majabi, you are welcome for streaming during the playoffs. We're both comfortably in our own homes, which is that does help. He said he also enjoyed the first mock. All the NFLdraft.net things are coming. I'm hoping to have the original website and the Patreon and all those things up next week. And if you're a draft nerd from hell, you are going to enjoy what I have got cooked up for you.
He's got all the tidbits. Do you have the all the guys and their dogs memorized yet? Or
we're not quite to the dogs yet. You know, it's still January. I mean, I still got 3.5 months, but I've got the initial rankings. I'll have. I always do I save the biggest positions for last, so I'll have edge rushers, wide receivers, and offensive tackles tomorrow. But I've done everything else. They're solidified. I feel good about it. There will be some movement during the combine and the draft, or the combine and the Senior Bowl, but we're going to do some fun stuff with the draft. I've got a lot of fun little tidbits conjured up for that. Majabi said he watched quite a few videos of Shamar Stewart. He's intriguing to say the least. He's not of this world. The problem with him is that he needs to pick a position and learn it, and just that's what I am. But it's quite intriguing that he can play damn near every position on the defensive line.
Shamar Stewart, not Shamar Thomas, correct?
Yes.
Okay, just want to clear that up for everybody else. Might have been confused. I got to go back and check and see if they still have him on his page. I did send them an email after that.
Shamar Thomas?
Yeah, the Draft Network, when I was looking at Shamar Stewart's page the other day, and they had a Shamar Thomas video on the bottom of his page. That's why I got confused when we were talking about him. I was like, well, which name is it? And then I had to send him an email and say, hey, you realize you have both Shamars on the same page, right?
You should probably call my old buddy Walter Cherepinski and tell him the same thing, because he's got about 20 guys in his mock draft that aren't even in this fucking draft class.
Well, that ain't the first time he's done. I mean,
he does it every year.
That every year.
He does it every year.
Every year. It'll be 2 days before the draft. I'll look at a mock draft and go, wait a minute. That guy you got going at 18, he's not even.
He went back to school. He
came back to class. Right. Like, he declared 7 weeks ago that he was coming back.
I saw him at the combine. Or no. I saw him at the Senior Bowl last year.
Who, Walter?
Yeah. We caught up and talked for a while. It's
nice.
He's just trying to grow like everybody else.
He loves ads, though.
Well, I mean, he does. Look, oh, good God, Derrick Henry, another 10 yards. Hey, Derrick Henry touched the ball and went 9 yards untouched. Yeah, I mean, he does have a lot of ads, but that's his only revenue stream. You know, his only revenue stream is the website.
I get it. I
mean, look, revenue streams are the name of the game. If I wind up with 5,000 members of Patreon, guess what? This show's about to get way cooler. Holy shit, they stopped him in the backfield.
Stacked him up. Stacked him up for once.
Colin said he found us off the draft stuff, and we're scary accurate about players. I think we do okay.
He's very good at what he does.
I think we do okay. I mean, there's guys. There are guys better than me, but I mean, I think I have my little niche in the world. I wish I was a little bit better at certain positions, but you know, I have a very high hit rate in quarterbacks, pretty high in pass catchers. I've got a pretty good idea of who plays guard and who plays tackle.
For the most part, yes.
Who exactly have I missed? Who plays guard and who plays tackle?
Well, I mean, Slater's the one that sticks out the most.
I didn't say he couldn't play tackle. I said teams thought he would play tackle, and I thought he could.
I thought he was the originator of the he's a guard, he's a guard, he's a guard.
No, that was who was the one that started that?
Because his arms was too short.
Aquanu was the one that I really harped on, and I still don't think I still don't think I'm wrong on that one. Who was the original?
Question is, did you have Tristan Wirfs as the greatest tackle of all time?
He's not the greatest tackle of all time.
I mean, hey, you can argue all you want to. Only player in NFL history to be All-Pro, first team at both positions.
I loved him as a right tackle. I didn't know if he could play left tackle, and I really didn't think he could. I'll admit I got that one wrong.
Right.
But I mean, with those Iowa guys, I really shouldn't. I really shouldn't ever doubt that they can do everything.
Mm-hmm.
Kirk Ferentz just cross trains those guys on fucking everything. He's such a good coach. To not be a winner, he's a really good. Like Ferentz is one of those guys that's going to get fired at Iowa and go be the offensive line coach for the Ravens, and all of a sudden they're, for as good as they are now, they're going to get even better. 3rd and 4 here for Baltimore. This feels like a big play. Nice tackle by Joey Porter Jr.
There you go.
It doesn't hurt that it was Nelson Aguilar, who I'm pretty confident. Or no, that was Anthony Miller. My bad. Alex Majabi asked, what would you say your worst position predicting in the draft is? Tank, what would you say the position I hit the least on is?
The least? I would say...
Oh, shit, they're going for it. And they got it.
Oh, and did he?
Yeah.
I don't know that I've seen Lamar yet. Like, where is he?
He wasn't in. That was Mark Andrews.
Oh, Lamar's in the backfield. That's why. No, he was in. He was just deep in the backfield.
Oh, I didn't say. I just knew he wasn't under center.
Yeah, he was in the shotgun. Your worst position.
I'd say linebacker. I'm not great.
I was gonna say maybe defensive line, but
I'm much better offensively than I am defensively.
Those guys take so long to develop that I'm not willing to say that you're wrong. I know you've been really excited about a lot of guys who haven't done.
Well, you also have to remember the thing about it's a lot easier to evaluate offensive guys. I mean, because a good receiver works in any system, so long as the coach is not like Robert Saleh and wants you to play all 3 positions.
Right.
You can get a defensive lineman that doesn't work with the Arizona Cardinals that can go work for the San Francisco 49ers. It's just a different evaluation, and I have to do it blanket. There are guys that I've really liked that I think could work. Like if I worked for a team and I could really narrow down on one scheme, which is what we run, I think my hit rate with defensive linemen would be higher.
Right.
Defense is just much more subjective. Now, the ironic thing of that is that I am a defensive guy, and I'm better evaluating offensive players. But yeah, that would probably a linebacker or defensive tackle would probably be my answer.
Yeah.
Tony Turntable asks, is it just me or has Roger Rosengarten ended up having maybe the best rookie year for an O lineman? He's been pretty good.
He's been real good.
Alt was really, really good, though, today notwithstanding. But yeah, Rosengarten's been solid. I also really enjoyed the moment with him and Myles Garrett.
I think I missed that.
Oh, he walked up to Myles Garrett when they I can't remember what week it was they played. It was a couple weeks ago. And he said, I know I'm a nobody, but can I get your jersey after the game?
Awesome.
And Myles Garrett went, absolutely.
Absolutely. I'll give it to you.
Matt said, haven't watched a minute of this game. He just got off work. God bless you working until 10:35 on a Saturday.
Yikes.
You're a better man than me. Who do you think's going to win this thing? I'll take Baltimore. I'm still not overly impressed by. I mean, Pittsburgh's.
Yeah, no, there's nothing coming.
They've looked competitive enough in the second half, but Baltimore's still the better team.
Right. You got 8:50 to go, and it would take a lot.
For sure.
Just say it that way. I mean, the fact that there's even a question should be a little nod to Pittsburgh.
For sure.
Oh, come on, Calvin. It's a lot of work. Made it exciting. I need to go grab a drink. I'll be right back.
All right. Jimothy, I'll give him I'll give Tank the exchange. Between Garrett and Rosengard. I couldn't remember the verbatim, so I had to go back and look it up. Matt said his spicy. Michael Meadows asked for spicy predictions for tomorrow, and Matt said his is the Broncos cover. That's his spicy take. I'll be honest with you, I hope you're right. I hate watching football games like this where I've known who was going to win this game since there were 5 minutes into the first quarter. And that's the beauty of sports. This time tomorrow, we'll both know which one of us was right. We can talk a little shit, move on to the next one. That's why I love sports. It's also why I hate politics. It takes forever to show somebody you were right. Listen here, Burger King. Don't you be showing me that shit when I can't physically get somebody to bring it to my house. Because that original chicken sandwich looks fucking awesome. Even though Burger King's chicken has, there's more moisture in my keyboard, but it looks awesome.
It used to be good.
Oh, the original chicken sandwich is still good. You get that bad boy with a little mater on it? Let's go. That's a treat. It's hard to beat, boys.
Okay.
Jimothy wanted me to read you the exchange between Roger Rosengarten and Myles Garrett.
Okay.
Rosengarten said, I know I'm a nobody, but if I could get that jersey after, And Myles Garrett said, "Hey, you're in the league. Y'all winning games. Y'all looking great. You ain't never a nobody. I got you."
I like Myles Garrett.
He is very likable.
Screw it. Bottoms up, boys.
Matt said, "By the time you show someone you're right with politics, it's too damn late." Exactly. California, looking directly at you. We tried to tell you. He's slick and has a smoking hot ex-wife, but he is a fucking moron.
Who?
Gavin Newsom.
Oh,
Did you see he blamed Donald Trump for the wildfires?
I'm sure.
That was an original explanation.
Well, you know,
He said it, and
Trump
I went.
blamed him.
He said it, and I went, I can't wait to hear you explain how someone that has absolutely no fucking power in any shape, form, or fashion hasn't in 4 years is to blame for this. Moonball. Boys, if that's not pass interference on George Pickens, it doesn't exist.
Let's go.
If that's not pass interference on George Pickens, it does not exist.
Wait, what did he do?
No, he just fell down. I thought there was no way that Brandon Stevens could possibly have gone flying like that without getting double arm shivered again.
He did. He just fell down.
Because Pickens has done that full-on double-handed shove like 11 times in this game.
Yep. That's all right. He went to the Mike Evans school.
Oh, damn. Alex Majabi evacuated from L.A. T's and P's Majabi. Yeah. If we can do anything to help you, brother, you let us know. I mean, we're on the other side of the country, but we'll help you any way we can.
If you want to come to Nashville, I got an extra bedroom.
I actually do too. I mean, I know that's a hell of a commute, but the spot's yours if you need it.
Man, it's insane. Somebody posted a. It looks like a satellite shot of L.A. burning at night. Have you seen that? I mean, it's just.
Oh, it's insane. It's crazy. It's just.
It hurts my heart to look at it. Like
I'll tell you,
all those people.
Majabi said he appreciates it. He's safe in. I don't know if that's San Diego or South Dakota. But as of now,
sure it's San Diego.
It would make more sense that way.
It would.
Won't be going back for at least a week. The big fire's moving towards my place. Damn, man.
We're all praying for you.
100%. And seriously, you've got all my points of contact. If there's anything that we can do not hesitate to ask. Tank can verify this. When it comes to accommodations, I am a fucking master.
Yep. You want to say hello? Everybody want to see my cat? You say hello, Dingo?
I thought you were talking to your kid for a minute until I looked on the screen and saw a cat.
Yeah. That's my Baxter. He's got his little bow tie on. See, he's so cute.
You strike me as a guy that would have a cat with a bow tie. You're a bow tie cat guy, for sure.
I am a bow tie cat guy. It's inspired by Jane Austen.
Oh, my God. Darius Washington. If that'd been a snake, It would have eaten you.
Come on, brother. You got to come down with that.
Turn it over on downs, and that's the ball game.
Jeez. Yes, I'll see you.
Stephen Tao said when it comes to accommodations master, he said he's not wrong. He put my drunk ass up more than once. My wife's office has been the site of many a drunken individual. She just redid the office. So now we have 2 offices in the house, and there's a spare bedroom. So it's one of them is a spare bedroom / office, and then I have my office back in the back. Hers is just beautiful. She did it in the last live stream. And I went, that room doesn't even look like what it did when I went in the other room. It's all like color coded and shit. It's crazy. My office, on the other hand, has just random racks and shit. And there's some sound dampening curtains.
Is there a better ad campaign on television though right now than the Nick Saban is your Verbo owner?
That one is pretty solid. No showers longer than 5 minutes.
Oh yeah. The one where he's sitting in the car and having the person's car towed. That's Nick's spot. That's a great one. Matt, I believe he is correct. He says they announced the MVPs and all that during Pro Bowl week. I believe that's correct. All right. So we said we were going to talk about the All-Pro teams. I still haven't seen the full roster other than to see that Tristan Wirfs was your left tackle, first team All-Pro left tackle, and that makes him the first tackle in the history of the NFL to be first team All-Pro on the left side and the right side. So good for the big man. Brock Bowers as the rookie first team All-Pro tight end.
That was my number one player in the class last year.
Man, he's
good at football.
Lamar Jackson at quarterback, Saquon Barkley at running back, Patrick Ricard as the fullback. He's got that Mike Allstott role of I'm now the best fullback in the league, and every year it will be me. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, and Amon St. Brown. No surprises there. Left tackle, Tristan Wirfs. Left guard, Joe Tooney. Center is Creed Humphrey. Quinn Miners, there you go. There's one of your draft loves there, Jeremy.
Creed Humphrey was one too.
Yes. But Quinn Miners, Creed Humphrey has been, wasn't he All-Pro last year?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. This is Quinn's first.
Yes.
I didn't even realize that he was doing that well.
Yes, he's been very, very good.
And then Penei Sewell, who, should have been picked by the Cincinnati Bengals over Jamar Chase. That's one of our draft takes that I don't think were aged very well. I mean, granted, Penei Sewell is very, very good. However,
Jamar Chase has been fantastic.
Jamar Chase has been so good.
But the offensive line for the Bengals is still a problem, and I would be remiss if I didn't point that out.
This is very true. Defense, edge rushers, Myles Garrett and Trey Hendrickson. Interior linemen, Cameron Hayward, Chris Jones. Linebackers, Zach Bond.
He was
first All-Pro. He was great this year. Fred Warner and Roquan Smith. Patrick Surtain and Derek Stingley are the corners. Marlon Humphrey is the slot corner. And then Kirby Joseph and Xavier McKinney as the safeties.
Kirby Joseph was another guy I really liked.
I was going to say Kirby Joseph. That's got to be his first All-Pro.
It is. Matt asked our thoughts on Defensive Player of the Year.
Part of me wants to say Zach Bond.
For Defensive Player of the Year? Yeah. No way.
No way?
No way.
Didn't he have like 15 sacks or something?
No,
not that good.
No, he's been a fantastic player, but it's not been anything like that. He has 3.5 sacks. Does have 5 forced fumbles. Why are you throwing?
I thought he had double-digit sacks.
No, he has 3.5. My bet would be on Patrick Surtain. My wife's bringing me a shot. She's officially tapped out on her team. She's bringing me another shot.
Scoreboard. 100% I did.
All right, so as of, what is this? This is from January 7th. So this was last week. This is Defensive Player of the Year odds. TJ Watt and Trey Hendrickson at the top. Plus 700 on the DraftKings. Andrew Van Ginkel and Kirby Joseph are next.
Yeah, you're missing one. Patrick Surtain should be up there pretty high. He's in the top 2 of every odds I've seen.
He's not even in on the odds of this.
Oh boy, another shot. The old Wild English Rose shot glass. Here we go. Oh boy. I got it.
That
Thank you,
sounded
darling.
intense.
Oh, that was intense.
That sounded like it kind of hurt.
Yeah, it's. Chasing tequila with tequila is that's warrior mentality. That's built different.
It's built different.
Stephen Tout, when Amy comes back in here, I will relay the love. But I can speak for her and say she loves you too. Stephen Tout is one of my wife's favorite people. And my favorite people. And Tank's favorite people.
Indeed.
Matt asked if I've got a drinking game going on. Yes. It's called Drink the Shot. It's a game I play with myself a lot.
It's called Drink Until You Can't Feel Your Face.
Drink until you can't feel feelings anymore. I've been doing it since about 1997.
That's usually my universal sign. Is when the face goes numb, you're good.
By the way, if you want to know how witchy Vegas is, the over-under on this game was 44.5.
Nice.
Yeah, they're sitting at 42. Looked like a guarantee we were going over on that. Not so much. Thank you, BG, for pointing that out. Because I totally forgot the over-under.
Gambit fan says he wants it to be Trey Hendrickson. Because that poor man has settled with Sam Hubbard's non-producing ass for most of the season.
Yes.
I could see that. Because that's a dude that I know does have double-digit sacks.
Yeah, he led the league in sacks.
He had like 17.
16 and a half, I think. I can get the answer on that. Do we want to try to do one of these tomorrow? I did not ask. It's 17 and a half.
Yeah, 17 and a half sacks.
Let's look at the schedule for tomorrow. Obviously, you don't want to do one during your game. That's the night game. And I was going to say, I don't blame you.
I don't really want to be on camera screaming.
No,
although that could be pretty funny.
It could be. I'm planning on going downstairs and drinking during the 1 o'clock game.
I was going to say, I would not think that Buffalo and Denver will be very interesting. So probably Philadelphia.
That's the right call.
The second half of Philadelphia Packers.
That's the right call.
We'll be on for the finale. Maybe Jordan Love and company can come up with an upset. Just something about that team I do not like, and I think it's all tied to Jordan Love. That, and I'm not sold on Matt LaFleur. I never have been.
I can't tell you you're wrong there.
He's fine. He's just not but I mean, like, he's like Mike McCarthy to me. Mike McCarthy was never a coach that I felt like, yeah, they won that Super Bowl because of him. But could he be a Super Bowl coach? Probably.
Matt said he's planning on doing a Taylor Swift camera pan drinking game during the Chiefs game next week.
Hey, what is that?
Every time they put Taylor Swift on camera, he drinks. Which means he'll be dead sometime late in the second quarter. And that's if he's an absolute
I think
animal.
that should be a live stream contest for all of us.
Oh, I think I will be okay.
You don't want to play that game?
No, I would be fine. You would die.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you would die. Thankfully, I run the buttons, so.
Oh, indeed. All I got to do is sit here and just be stupid, make dad references. Apparently.
Yeah, you know what? Let's do the 4:30 game. We'll do Packers Eagles. That allows us to enjoy the early game. You can enjoy your late game.
Are we going to do the whole game?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. I ain't got shit to do anyway.
It is decided. And
all right, so there you go. So tomorrow we will do a live stream.
And you and I've got to be up early for Monday.
Yeah. Back to work on Monday.
Well, this is a good time for you to find out that Monday's probably the only day I'm in the office this week.
Okay, but remember, we're going to the police department on Monday.
I know. That's why I'm in the office Monday.
Okay.
It would have been 0 days if it wasn't for that. The police department here is honoring all of us from the radio station with it. What is it? You'll have to explain it because you told me once and I was doing things, and so I don't really know what it is.
So they made challenge coins. If you know what a challenge coin is, those of you in the military, got a family in the military, you know what a challenge coin is. They've made challenge coins that are like, recognizing people who went above and beyond during the hurricane, during the relief, the coverage. It's what we're being recognized for the Asheville Police Department. Very cool challenge coins that they've had made up. One side of the coin, Rick Rice showed them to me, is the like the radar picture of the 400-mile wide storm. It's really cool, and those radar colors, and then on the other side it's the Tunnel Road Bridge with the big container draped across the top of it. Very cool though, but they wanted to get us all together to recognize us for our coverage during the storm. And so we're going to be doing that on Monday after the big department head meeting. That's what what I found out was we're going to be coming in on the tail end of the department head meeting. So
so they'll all be there.
Yes, to everybody from all the pass, I guess, at the APD will be there.
The funny thing is,
Super Bowl odds: Lions, Chiefs, Ravens. Ravens are 3. You agree with that?
Yes.
I don't.
Well,
agree with that.
I would probably have the Bills.
The Bills should be ahead of them.
Close.
Yep.
I'm okay with Baltimore being ahead of them. I get it.
Punch. He'll tear you apart. Punch him in the face. I want to see something exciting.
Derrick Henry's like, I have carried the ball a lot. could I potentially have a glass of water and a very comfortable seat over there somewhere?
We should do a tough. I think we should do a tough man contest with all of the NFL players.
Oh, I thought you said we're going to say between me and you, and I was waiting for you to stop talking so I could say in.
Why would I ever agree to something like that?
Well, maybe you're drunk. Maybe you're stupid. I don't know.
I'm not that drunk.
I don't have a good answer to
I'm
that.
definitely stupid, and I'm not that stupid.
Like, that is a contest that the betting odds are Jeremy minus 50 million.
No, that's a great question though. Tough man NFL contest. Who comes out on top?
Oh, Miles. I'll back Miles Garrett and Max Crosby.
I'll take Myles Garrett. If I had to bet my house on one guy in the NFL, it'd be Myles Garrett.
All right, we are done in Baltimore. It's 28-14. Game over. Does Russell Wilson return as the starting quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers? Did Tank die? Tank is super frozen. He chose the perfect time. As the game ends, so did he. I keep waiting for him to come back, and it's just not happening. Now, the question is, how long before he realizes that he is not there? There he came back.
And he's back. Yeah.
Oh, and he froze again.
Oh.
You should really work on the positioning of your Skynet or Starlink or whatever the hell the thing is.
Yes. Still need somebody to mount it on the roof because I can't do that myself.
Well, as you currently sit, you froze in two very funny ways. So your answer on Russell Wilson not returning to Pittsburgh? This is a cursed question. He's not allowed to answer it. The gods will not allow him to answer this question. Tank made it all the way to the timeout of the timeout of the game, and he could make it no further. Baltimore, there he is.
There we go. Now we're back.
Your internet is struggling mightily.
We're struggling. Yeah. What was the Russell Wilson thing you said?
Does he return to Pittsburgh next year?
No.
I'll go with no.
No. I think they go with Justin Fields.
I don't even know if they go with Justin Fields. I'm not sure the next starting quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers is even on the roster.
Could be Kirk Cousins.
Could be Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins makes a lot of sense. The only problem is that does involve playing outside in the cold a lot. And I don't know that that's going to go well for him.
It also probably end up with him playing on primetime.
Yes, which that's not as big a narrative. That's kind of been debunked over the last 2 years. But
well, I mean, but do you really shake that? Right,
no.
Just because. So let's say tomorrow night, right? Let's say tomorrow night in a perfect world, in my perfect world, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers win this one. You can't then go say, oh, well, they're not a problem on primetime anymore. Well, they won a game. Let's give them a break.
Yes. Aaron Rodgers, Matt said, could be a I don't think the Jets are letting Aaron Rodgers out of the building to go play anywhere else. He either plays for them or he plays for no one. And that is my belief, knowing people in that building the way I do.
It definitely won't be Sam Darnold. I am sick and tired of hearing that.
Sam Darnold will be the starting quarterback of the Minnesota Vikings, as he is so destined to be.
Absolutely. I got locked into some fresh hell of Vikings fans last night talking on social media about who their quarterback was going to be next year. And surprisingly, so many of them were against the idea of giving Sam Darnold $40 million, $50 million. And I went, The guy just won you 14 games. What more do you want?
But he was bad in the game where they could have gotten the 1 seed. That's enough for fickle fans.
You're playing a game where you weren't expected to win. What the hell is wrong with you?
Yeah, but they don't like to hear that. No, we can win any game. We just have to believe in ourselves.
Stop it.
All right, boys, we're done till 4:30 tomorrow.
Yes.
We will do Packers Eagles tomorrow.
Yep. America's game of the week.
Game of the week. Which is a really coy way of saying the game we give the least of a shit about. So we want to come hang out with y'all and talk football.
Absolutely. Join us back here 4:30 tomorrow for Packers and the Eagles. We will, of course, have our thoughts on the impending beatdown of the Denver Broncos by the Buffalo Bills. Preview the Tampa Bay Washington game. We already have the Baltimore Ravens and the Houston Texans move to the next round of the NFL playoffs. Quick shout out to all of the sponsors before we sign off here. Ingles Supermarkets, low prices, love the savings. Dale's Pale Ale, Clarissa sells WBNC.com, and of course Parks Ford Hendersonville of Parks Ford of Hendersonville. The mobile studio hanging in there. You didn't take it out doing donuts in a parking lot today, did you?
I did not. It has not moved.
Good.
I did see it earlier in the driveway, but that's the closest I've come to it. And I won't be moving it tomorrow. I'm going to go downstairs for Bills Broncos tomorrow. I'll come back up here for the live stream. I'll set it up tonight. And then I'll watch Commanders Bucks from my living room and probably troll you on social media.
Huzzah. We will see you then, everybody. Have a great night.